Good morning and welcome to the wonderful world of Des Moines. Now just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Craig's excited to give the donation. Craig, do you want to give her the donation? Or should he just leave that on the desk?
I will take them. Thank you.
You say you're welcome, Craig?
Welcome.
It's Halloween.
And there's no laundry to do. So now Craig and I'll have to find something to do this morning, right, Craig?
Right.
Go in the store, I think.
Since we didn't have any laundry to do today, we decided to stop in at HiVe and pick up a few things.
We stopped in HiVe to get some ingredients for our dinner. Since this is our Halloween episode, we are decided to make a Halloween themed meal tonight. So we need to get some ingredients. We stopped at a different HiVe than we usually do. This one's bigger and nicer. The bakery smells wonderful in here. I don't think they actually bake anything in the HiVe by us. Here we go. Now I'm looking for gorgonzola. Not for tonight, but for another day when I'm going to make some pizza. And here it is. I have found the gorgonzola that I want for the barbecue chicken pizza I'm going to be making soon. I found the cheese I've been looking for. I had this at my sister's this weekend and it was so good. It's hard to describe, but it's it's not like a soft cheese, but it's very creamy and it had a distinct flavor. Like, it says it's nutty and it has like a Parmesan, and I think probably that's it. It's just huge. I mean, look at the produce. This is the front of the store. They have a sushi bar. Still have plenty of gourds and pumpkins left. They also have Chinese food here, which they do have on our side also. It smells really good, doesn't it, Craig? Look at that. It's all nice and fresh, isn't it? Here's the rows of the discount items from Halloween. It's the day after Halloween. $1 for a big bag. That's pretty incredible. Ow. These are a good deal for $2. That's a great snack. I'm gonna get a package of these and put them at the library. Yeah. Maybe I'll get 2 of them. Let's see, last time I forgot to show the prices.
I do.
I'll give you a little look at the buffet today. I'm getting some of that sesame chicken. This is making my glasses steam over. Here there's some lo mein. There's the fried rice. Been looking for rice. It's very yellow. These say they're meatballs. There's some stuffed mushrooms. I want to try one of those. Maybe. They have some bacon wrapped shrimp. some cheese crab meat and some fried dumplings. He also has some fish over there. Dumplings. There's a crying child in here. We'll see how Craig does with that. So far, so good. And here's my plate. It took me so long that Craig's already done with whatever he got the first time. He didn't get very much, so. What did you choose, Craig?
The crab ragoon, the egg rolls, the chicken.
Yeah, Craig likes the sweet and sour chicken without the sauce. I got to give a shout out to this butter chicken. It's delicious. I gave Craig a bite and he liked it too. So what's on the dessert and the salad? The bananas were my favorite the last time. Get you a plate and get some, Craig. We have so many desserts. And pudding, and pudding. Jello. Custard. Eggs. The seafood salad was exceptional the last time. Craig's enjoying the bananas.
Respond intelligently even to intelligent treatment.
What? Respond intelligently even to unintelligent treatment. Good advice. Can you give us a review?
The Chinese buffet is the best buffet of all. The food tastes great. The waitress is nice. I give it 2 thumbs up, 5 stars, and a Craigie Vanver silver approval.
What was your favorite thing?
The crab ragoons.
Yeah, those are always delicious.
Hey everybody, this is Craigie Vanver here, and today we're making pumpkin cheesecake.
Okay, so for the first step, we need to measure out 2 cups of that canned pumpkin. And if you'll look behind you, right here, Craig, we're going to put it on this baking sheet on these paper towels so we can get some of the moisture out of it. But first, let's measure it in to make sure we have 2 cups, okay? So can you put it in, get 1 cup out of there?
Like this one?
Uh-huh. You can get a spoon if you need a spoon.
There's a spoon! Okay. I can't. Oh, yuck. No.
You gonna wash your hands? Craig doesn't like that feeling on his hands.
How's that?
Okay, now, this is the part we always have trouble with. Okay, so you need to take your knife and just like, and then if there's any excess, you'll put it back in that container there. Okay, that's probably good enough. Okay, now we'll put it, no, not there. Let's put it back here on this paper towel. Just pour it out on the paper towel. Okay, that's supposed to take some of the moisture out of it. Now we need another cup. Another cup, just like the one before.
Oh, dear. What if I made a mess of it?
It's okay. You might have to get a spatula.
Yeah, pull the lid out.
Yeah, just for reference, if you're making this recipe, it takes just a little more than 1 can of pumpkin. So maybe like a can and a fourth. I don't know how much it would matter if you just didn't add that 1/4 of a cup. I was tempted to experiment. So we've got our pumpkin on the paper and we're going to blot it with another paper towel. I want you to lay that paper towel on top of the pumpkin and then you're just going to push on it with your hands lightly. Okay, now pull it back up. And you'll see how we're getting the moisture out of the pumpkin there. And the reason I have 2 different colors is because 1 can of pumpkin was like Great Value and 1 can is Libby's. The Libby's is a much darker orange. Next, we measure 2/3 a cup of heavy cream into our mixer. A little bit more. That's good.
Oops.
That's okay. Now we need one more of those. Okay.
Hard.
It says to beat the cream in the with the mixer until stiff peaks form. So that's what we'll be doing. You push that down, Craig. Okay, and then turn it on. We'll turn it up to high. And we'll be back in a few minutes. If you've never whipped whipping cream before, this is about after a minute. Nowhere near ready. I just thought I would show you. So we need to put it back down, and we'll try another minute, and we'll just keep doing that until it forms stiff peaks. So the next step is to put the 2 packages of cream cheese in the mixer. Craig's struggling with the cream cheese a little bit. We've got our whipping cream over here. It actually took less than 2 minutes to whip it up. We've got 1 package of cream cheese. Do you need help, Craig? He's getting very frustrated by this. Got it. And we are joined by our lovely assistant, Livy. Livy was a butter.
Like my shirt?
Yes, I love your shirt. What did you dress up as today?
Up the Thursday.
Yeah, Livy was a butterfly today for preschool. You can see she still has her face paint on. We have the cream cheese mixed up and softened.
Doing this mix.
Yes, next you get to help add the next ingredient, okay, Livy?
This mix.
And Livy wanted to help put in the powdered sugar. So there's 1 cup of powdered sugar. That's a good job.
Oh, please do it too hard.
No.
Since I have one hand.
Oh, sorry, buddy. Maybe you can put in the brown sugar all by yourself, because the brown sugar won't be so heavy. And Craig will help to measure it. Good job, Livy. We need
I
one.
can do it all by myself now.
Well, we need 1/2. There's the 1/2 cup over there. We need 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Craig, will you get the 1/2 cup in there and then see if Livy can put it in by herself?
This one.
Yeah. Is it pushed down? Make sure it's all the way full. Okay, that's probably pretty good. Okay, now let Livy, see if Livy can just dump it in. And if she needs help, you can help her. Good job. Okay, Livy did her part. The next thing we need to add is the pumpkin pie spice. Craig, we need we need 1 tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice.
What is that? Is this the next thing?
That's the very last thing we put in, honey.
Are we doing it?
Got a tablespoon?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, now you're going to pour that in there. Okay, now we're going to mix this up. All right, now Livy and Craig are adding the pumpkin after we got the moisture. Well, not all of the moisture out of it, of course. We got some excess moisture out of it. And that worked actually really good with the paper towels. It just comes right off. All right, we have that in there. It says to add the pumpkin and the vanilla extract, and that's what Livy's been dying to add. Yep, you can add that to it.
But why is the butter here?
Well, I just have that sitting there. So actually we're going to add what's left in there because I don't even have enough. It says 2 teaspoons. I don't even think I have 2 teaspoons in there, but we'll just add what's left in there.
I want to do it.
Okay.
I want to
Okay.
do it by myself.
Okay. Pour it in there. About pour the whole thing in. Okay. Now we mix it up again. All right. So for the next step, we're going to fold our whipping cream into the pumpkin mix. So put it in. You can just put it all in there, Craig, and then we're going to stir it in. Okay, and now you're just going to gently stir it in there. You know, you could have just actually used a carton of Cool Whip and it would have been a lot easier. That's what I advise. If I would have read through the recipe more thoroughly and realized it, I would have just bought a carton of Cool Whip. But this is okay. How do you mend a jack-o'-lantern?
How?
With a pumpkin patch.
Pumpkin patch.
Do you know any Halloween Do you know any Halloween jokes for us today? Can you think of one, Craig?
No.
Okay, now it's my turn to tell it.
Okay, what's your joke?
Mom is-
How can what What's how
Not yet.
what's music do ghosts like?
What kind of music?
1.
Pumpkin patch. But not let me have a turn.
Craig, can you let me have a turn now?
Any minute.
Okay, Craig, don't go away because I have a question for you. Craig, what is your favorite episode of Wallace and Gromit?
A Grand Day Out.
Oh, what one's that? What's that one about?
It's about Wallace and Gromit who go to the moon where there's cheese in it. Everyone knows that the moon's made of cheese. That is until they made a robot who wants to ski.
Can you think of any of the lines from that movie, from that show?
Gromit, that's it, cheese.
Me, mommy,
We'll
because
get somewhere
I think-
there's cheese.
How do mommies wash their hair?
How do the mummies wash their hair?
By a moon.
Your jokes are getting
That's
worse.
how it looks like.
Mm-hmm. And that's how it looks like. We got it in the pie crust. Now we need to put it in the refrigerator for a couple of hours. Craig, what can you tell us about Wallace and Gromit?
Wallace and Gromit are the best Armin stars. Has the voice of Peter Sallis.
What kind of animation is it?
Stop motion.
Stop motion.
Nima, can I chunk that up when it's done, Nima?
Can you do what to it when it's done?
Can you chomp it up when it's all done?
Chomp it up? You mean cut it? Do you want to taste it when it's done?
No, I want to chomp it up.
You want to chomp it up?
No, I wanted to do this.
Oh,
wanna do
I
that
see.
part.
Oh, okay.
With my pink board.
With your
Bye,
paper.
everybody.
We'll be back to make our mummy
No,
dogs.
I want to do that too.
Okay.
Hey folks, this is Craig HiVe here, and tonight we're making mummy dogs.
So we're starting out with some crescent rolls. And I've opened them up and sectioned them into rectangles. And now Craig is cutting strips, doing a really good job to make the mummy wraps. And Livy is cutting some cheese over there.
Don't darn it.
Do you need help? You doing okay?
Yep.
All right. Now we're cutting
No,
some
that's
cheese
not it.
into strips. It's okay. I can help you if you need help. Craig's going to try it first himself, and then I'll help. Okay.
Well, I'll cut these while you do this.
All right. Okay. I showed Craig how to do one. First of all, you take some cheese and put it on the back side of the hot dog. That's good. I know this part's going to be a little tricky, holding the cheese there and wrapping it. Yeah.
No, I can't.
Here, let's try this. Okay, so you lay it on the cheese like this, Craig. You watching? And then just kind of roll it. Can you do that? Roll it. And then you've got it at...
This is so silly.
Oh, it's very slippery with the
It's
cheese and the hot dog.
slippery and
Craig,
silly.
but it's okay. So I started it, and now Craig's going to try and put the next strip on now that I've got the cheese attached to it. Yeah, you're doing good. You just wrap it all around the hot dog like that.
Look, my cat.
Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now, let's try... I think we're going to have to cut up some more crescent rolls. Okay, Craig likes this part. He likes cutting the crescent rolls. He's doing good at that. Libby's making a cheese cat over here.
But I'm not doing very easy.
Yeah, it's okay.
How's that?
That's good. We're going to take a little break.
Although Craig did find the wrapping of the hot dogs frustrating, I did find a way to work it out so that he could eventually help to wrap them. I first went in and wrapped the cheese onto all the hot dogs, and then he added the other layers of the mummy wrap. And after we did that, he did a great job. It's so hard to predict the frustration level of a recipe until you actually do it. And here are our mummy dogs ready for the oven.
Here it is. The
There's,
mummy dogs.
making eyes out of mustard is much harder than it looks. It's probably my best one. But there they are, all ready to eat. Be careful, they're hot, okay? All right, are you excited to try it?
Yep.
We like Wiener Winks, so this is pretty much the same. What do you think?
Tastes good.
What are you having for a side? Some baked Lays, barbecue ones. Now for the pumpkin cheesecake. Let's see how it tastes. Is it good?
Old Rock is Not Boring by Dave Pilati. Old Rock had been sitting in the same spot at the edge of the clearing in the middle of a pine forest for as long as anyone could remember, and even before that. Being a rock seems awfully boring, said Tall Pine. You sit in the same spot day after day, said Spotted Beetle. It's a very nice spot, said Old Rock. Don't you want to go anywhere? Asked Hummingbird. I've flown all over the world and sipped the nectar of exotic flowers. I would surely be bored if I could not fly. I flew once, said Old Rock. Gosh, said Tall Pine. How? Asked Spotted Beetle. Rocks don't fly, said Hummingbird. Old Rock told him about the time in the beginning when darkness was all around. And then I erupted out of a volcano, soared through the fiery sky into the bright light of a new world. So it was just the one time, said Hummingbird, and now you're sitting here, said Tall Pine. Being bored, said Spotted Beetle. I'm not bored, said Old Rock. Don't you want to see more? Asked Spotted Beetle. If I climbed to the tip-top branch of Tall Pine, I might see a deer mouse nibbling seeds in the nearby tree, or watch ships sailing across the big lake. Old Rock said, I've seen a lot. Old Rock told them about the time a group of friendly dinosaurs lumbered by, munching every leaf in sight. Then many years later, a not-so-friendly dinosaur came looking for a meal. No, I haven't seen her. Thanks. Time passed, things changed, and the world chilled. Which wasn't too bad because Old Rock took a ride in the glacier and toured the land. Once the glacier melted, it left me perched at the top of a ridge and I could see the place where the sky touches the earth. My, you have seen a lot, said Spotted Beetle. How unusual, said Hummingbird. Yes, but that was ages ago, said Tall Pine. Aren't you bored now? Don't you want to move? My limbs flutter gently in the breeze and dance wildly when the wind blows. Hey, I never dance, but I'm pretty good at doing somersaults, said Old Rock. Old Rock revealed that after teetering on the ridge for a while, the ground rumbled, and I tumbled and stumbled down into a valley. Grasses grew, mastodons roamed, and lakes formed. Shouldn't you be roaming? I never knew a rock had moved like that, said Tall Pine. I wish I could have seen those things, said Spotted Beetle. What happened next? Asked Hummingbird. A pine forest sprouted up around me. One day a strong breeze shook a pine cone loose. From the pine cone, a seed fell onto the forest floor. I watched the seedling grow to be the tall pine, who dances in the wind and keeps me company. Sometimes a spotted beetle wanders alone to report all that he sees, and every so often the loveliest hummingbird stops to rest after the long flight, and she describes the amazing places she visited. It's a very nice spot, said Old Rock. Yes, it is, agreed Tall Pine. Very nice, said Spotted Beetle. Not boring at all, said Hummingbird. The end. And this is Craigie Vever saying if you like this video, click like and subscribe. And happy Halloween!